Hey guys, it's Michael Todd, and welcome back to the Cult of Vintage. Today, we're going to hit up a thrift store, and we're not going to hit up just any old thrift store. Oh no. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hit up the Old Blue Goodwill. Today, we are in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Williamsport's where I grew up. No, Williamsport was where I was born. Enough said. Oh, poor Williamsport. what did what did I ever do to you? You know, or what did you ever do to me? I guess. It's not a bad town. So anyhow, I'm going to get in here. We're going to see if we can find anything for resale today, or even maybe something for the collection. Now, at this Goodwill, I have walked out of here with a whole bunch of stuff, and I've walked out of here with absolutely nothing. I've walked out of here with one thing. We're going to see what kind of day today is together. Let's get to shopping, folks. Here we go. Alrighty, guys, so here we go into the wilds of Goodwill. It definitely is a little wild westy in this Goodwill. Now, I will say overall, oh, I did see this sugar and creamer set. Overall, this is a really good Goodwill. They do have a lot of stuff, and I do give you some panned out shots so that you can see the aisles a lot better. So it's not just going to be detail shots. There's a lot of dinnerware in this Goodwill, which is great, especially if maybe you are a college student and you're moving into your dorm room or you're getting your first apartment. Now, I did see this sugar and creamer set. I think the shape is what attracted to me the most. The pattern was okay. Now, I did see this pink depression glass with the gold detailing. Unfortunately, and you can see it there is pointing it out, a lot of the gold paint had worn off. Now, I'm okay with wear. It just didn't really kind of detracted from the piece. Now, this to me did look like it was an Italian piece. It was not. So we put her back. Now, here, I thought perhaps it might have been Czechoslovakian. It was Japan. I get them confused a lot. And here I'm going to pan out for you so you can see the entirety of the aisle. Again, all dinnerware. You know, here's the thing. I do not resell a lot. While I do enjoy it, I do consider the reselling more of a hobby. So I am much more selective on the pieces that I do purchase. Again, for the pieces that I purchase, to me, they just got to feel really special. Now, this was really cute, and I did think that it would be a made in Italia, in Italy. It was, in fact, made in Italy. Now, the reason that and at what, 5.99, the reason I put it back is because of the white background. And I know that might sound odd, but for me, it would have been a much more striking piece had there been a maybe like a light mint green background or a very pale yellow background. The white just really wasn't making it pop enough for me. And we've always got to check out the salt and pepper shakers. Unfortunately, these were just your standard run of the mill things. And we're about to make a jump. This is the electronics aisle. Now, I know a lot of people are used to seeing Goodwill aisles color coded. This particular Goodwill, they put like items in. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh, you know what we're going to call this, you guys. It is straight trash-tastic. Look at this thing. And now this is a red flash glass. You can see a lot of the damage to it. They did have it at $9.99, and they did mark it as a as-is piece. And we're going to jump. And down this aisle, there wasn't anything too exciting. I mean, it was the electronics. You never know. You never know. Somebody could have put something back there that didn't belong. But this little cute duck. Now, he did have the gold foil sticker, so I did put him back. And the gold foil sticker is usually indicative of made in Taiwan or made in China. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. Just because something is newer or it is made in China, it doesn't mean that it's a bad piece. Again, if you're shopping for your home, buy it. If you think that it's going to fit into your decor, it doesn't matter where it's from. If you love it, love it. I mean, I'm not the kind of person that comes over to people's homes and starts flipping stuff over to look where it's from, anyhow. I mean, now we're still on the hunt for glass lampshades, so of course I've got to check them all out. These actually were not bad. I kind of did like them. They were a little bit newer, and that's all right. I believe they were priced at 199. I was a little tempted by them, but I'm looking for something a little bit more floral. And here is some poor child's art project. It is a little lizard. I mean, not bad. Not bad. I just thought that was cute. Now, this little set here, this Christmas sugar and creamer, again, it was a newer item, but we are trying to be selective. I want to bring almost exclusively all vintage pieces to resale. I just don't have the room, to be completely honest. I don't have the room to store a lot of items, nor, honestly, because I do have a full time job, do I have the time to sort through all of this. Now, I did see this. It very much was like a late 60s, mid 70s look to it, that wheatgrass, that pale yellow and orange. We did find a juice glass. I actually might have been a little tempted by that one, especially with summer coming up, iced tea, lemonade. I thought that would have been a really cute set. So yeah, we're gonna pan out. Now this is kind of like the tchotchkes, the knick-knack aisle. So I do spend a lot of time. Now the way that I will shop a store like this is I will actually, because I am taller, I will go through and look at like the top shelves, and we will circle back and we will do more detail on the bottom racks. I save all the back-breaking work for last. No, I did really like this piece. I believe it was Relpo, maybe. It was, of course, missing its flower. This piece was cute. Oh, barcode. Again, if you saw that and you were going to put it in your home and you thought it was a beautiful piece, then that's all that matters. But again, for me to resell, I really want to bring you guys the best in the vintage. So we're gonna scroll back. I like to kind of lean back. Now I do see that applied floral little picture there. I did see it in real life. But again, I am really trying to be very selective in the pieces that I bring. This belle, and she was a belle, adorable, but again, she had her little made in China sticker, which kind of surprised me. I thought perhaps she might be like a Norcrest piece, but psych. Now you can kind of, it was a little busy, so I wanted to try to give you as good of a feel of the store as I possibly could, without, of course, filming people. Now they do have another little tchotchke or knick-knack aisle, and then obviously there to the right you did see the wood aisle. We're searching, y'all. Oh, I loved this little swanky swig. Unfortunately, it was pretty cracked there on the top, and drinking out of broken glass is never a good idea, so we did leave it there. No, I think there was a fly in the store. You weren't seeing things. I saw it too. or, or maybe I'm seeing things and there was no fly there. I don't know. I have to be honest with you. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. I woke up early and I thought I'd go ahead and take advantage of the time before I go to work. Nope, and there's a little. Oh, no, I'm going to disregard the Homeco elves, but I do see them. And this is a little picture with a hunting scene. It was the handle that actually attracted me to the piece. It looks to be what is yeah, a Labrador Retriever. And I flipped it over. Now it is from Carol Brer. Briar. 1968 is most definitely vintage. Obviously, it was a hobbyist piece. And upon further inspection, A for effort. Had it been, it had it had had the aesthetics appealed to me a little bit more, I would have picked it up. Let's be diplomatic here. You know what I mean. There's a little crash set there. I didn't see that in real life. Pots and pans, the tumblers. Yeah, I mean, I will give a cursory glance. I don't dig too deep in there. Again, I usually look just to see if maybe somebody put something back that didn't belong there. Of course. I mean, if you know me, you know that I love a plastic floral, especially a good vintage plasticky Christmas. I thought maybe I might be able to use that for a wreath and assemblage. So there's a little family plaque. Oh, I do see this bear. This very much, it reminds me of one of my friend's fathers when I was growing up. He would make all kinds of wooden cutouts and then use the varnish on them. I mean, he would make us games and just weird signs, but obviously that little bear had Google eyes. I don't know. I feel like maybe I should have picked that piece up. I'm not gonna lie on that. I know some of you were like, I thought you said you were going to bring the good vintage. I'm like, let me bring you this wooden bear with googly eyes. And then we head down the drinkware aisle. Holy moly. Yeah, there's two aisles and it is I mean, you can see it they're front to back, top to bottom. Now, I did see those two Starbucks mugs, and if you are ever out and maybe you are more diversified in your reselling, those definitely are something that you want to kind of take a look at. Definitely have your phone or a way to be able to look particular mugs up from Starbucks. There is a very strong collector's market. Again, what I'm going to do is I do like to take kind of like a cursory glance to see if anything pops out. And we're going to jump. Now, one thing you may or may not know about me is that prior to the Cult of Vintage and focusing just on hard goods, I actually did buy and sell a lot of vintage toys. And what I will say is that there is an incredible market in vintage toys. It does take a little bit of effort, just like, starting anything else, the hard goods, it does take some time and effort in getting to know what is what. And this is certainly something that is what. Yes, I was enjoying them. I did like them. You got both for 99 cents. I know, you're like, what? Wait, what? Michael, really? Yes. Those are Japan. So they are actually vintage, probably 60s, 70s. Now they did market them into the 80s and these plastic animals. I didn't get the plastic animals just because there's something in me I still can't help going down the toy aisle. I will occasionally pick up some things, but those rubber monsters. I don't know if you remember, but if you're around my age in your 40s, you used to get those rubber finger puppets out of the quarter machines, but they were very reminiscent of those. But truthfully, I got what, both for 99 cents. I could probably get 10 bucks, 10 to 12 bucks for each of those. Crazy, I know. And I always look at the games. Again, I don't necessarily look for sealed or new games. I actually look for the vintage games. And we're gonna jump. Oh my gosh, from toys to Christmas. That kind of makes sense, doesn't it? So, we're probably going to take it a little bit slower in the Christmas aisle. I mean, there's definitely some vintage Christmas here, but not the vintage Christmas we're looking for. I thought maybe this was a Starbucks. Oh, nope, you're plastic. She was a plastic one. Do you see that Santa mug there? It's very, there's, oh, and that little snowman mug too. I do aesthetically really like those pieces. I'm not gonna lie. I often find them in thrift stores, and not just holiday. We're gonna have to do a little jump here. There was somebody that was not gonna get out of my way. I said, okay, I'll go down to the other side. But I really do like those glazes. Very pretty. And then I did see this bag. I got very excited. They're all in bag. They're wooden ornaments. And I'm like, wait, what? The overall aesthetic of the tag looked vintage. And then I was like, what do you? And then I saw it. I saw that Santa. I saw that yellow thing. Still don't know what it is. A drum. And then I'm looking and I'm looking. And then I'm like, oh, poop. Family Dollar. Not that there's anything wrong with going to the Family Dollar. I was just there last night. But what I'm saying for my Reeves is that, believe it or not, I when it comes to the ornaments, you get vintage ornaments. I don't put new or like vintage ornaments on. Now I will put some new things like tinsel and felt, but I really try to keep my wreaths or assemblages vintage. Now, being that I do not, if you didn't know already, will not put my hand into a bin of used plush. I greatly appreciate them putting their plush on top of the racks. Now, for all of you vertically challenged people out there, I know you're like, I can't stand it because I can't see it, but I am not. So I get to take full advantage of this and I don't have to stick my hand in there. What I am particularly looking for are rubber faces. Rushton, and we're going to jump here. Rushton, My Toys. Shoot, I'll take a Knickerbocker, maybe even a Stife. Now I know Stife or Gund. Gund, isn't that a fun word to say? Gund. So I always want to keep my eye out for those. This is, I don't even know what you would call this aisle, the junk drawer aisle. It's like there's lotion and back massager. Maybe this is some kind of other aisle. Let's get out of here. But you can see it is a pretty substantial Goodwill. I mean, I'm not complaining about it. Like I said in the introduction, I have walked out of here with basketfuls. I've walked out of here with virtually nothing. Right now we have one thing, technically two. Oh, this mirror. Okay, so here is an example of another is damage, and I'm highlighting the damage. Now, I know for a fact because I actually used to be a manager there, but this is a Pier 1 Imports mirror. This mirror, when we would sell it in store, would retail, I believe, for about 180. It is heavy. Like you would, and I'm being weird. Where are we going? What are we? Oh, I was. It's $25. This would retail for about 180, and we're about to jump. But again, it doesn't have to be vintage, you know? I didn't get it because the shipping would be crazy, and I just don't need another mirror. Now here we are back in the this is a Noritake, what is it called? Butter. I was about to call it spread. This is a spread plate here. It's a covered spread plate for you. It is Noritake. Oh, look, see, don't these kind of match that one, that divided dish from earlier? Yeah, it doesn't. It don't. Oh, and there's a horrible chip. And then I did see this one. It's like a little Austrian transferware plate. I love these. I know they're not super highly collectible or valuable, but I just love the artistry, the florals. I tend to like the colors that they use on them. So I am over here digging, and what I was particularly, notice how I said we circle back to go into more detail. What I was looking for in particular were the atomic. Yeah, we are looking for the atomic. What is it? What does it say? It's a gourmet spoon rest. I am looking for atomic pattern stuff. That is about the only thing that I know with certainty to look for. That really is the only kind of dinnerware, truth be told, that I would have any interest in reselling, simply because I really do love the patterns. Now, I will pick up a hand painted Italian piece or a really nice Austrian or German piece. We didn't find any of that today. I'm not going to lie to you. I know, spoiler alert. Now, I did at one time, I did find a, oh, whatchamacallit. I saw this Christmas pattern and I thought it might be vintage. But I did find this dinnerware, and I cannot for the life of me, it's not vintage. I cannot for the life of me think of who it was, but they have a transfer indigenous head on it, and he's a chief, but no comps on it. Now I thought this would be, again, I like the hand painting, but she, okay, don't, okay, there we go. Oh, I think I was trying to get it upside right for you. 99 cents. I mean, again, if you want like that Italian, that rustic Italian look, oh, look, see, I didn't see him. I didn't see him, but don't worry, we're going to come back to him. But if you like that Italian look and you're on a budget, jump. I had to get those plates off. It was one-handed. These actually, interestingly enough, had a little bit of value to them. There was only what, three dinner plates? They were really cute. I was like, let me run a comp on these. But they do have some value to them. I was pleasantly surprised. But again, three dinner plates, what am I gonna, who wants to do that? Well, I'm making some random jumps here today, aren't I? I know. I very much try to keep the video in line. Oh, I see something in line with how I'm actually shopping so that you get the most realistic shopping experience with me. It was a Mother Goose. She is a bisque figurine. She is from Lego now. She was $4.99, but I just thought she was so unusual. I tried to run a comp on her and she was the only one. So I thought, you know what? She's kitschy and weird and we're going to jump. So we got her. So I got two. We're up to two things. We got cheap, trashy plastic monsters and a bisque Mother Goose figurine. Now, I thought this trinket box was actually chalkware. From the condition, you can see it. Yeah, it ain't. It's from Dollar General. Dollar General, man. Bad, bad butterfly. And we're going to jump. Bad butterfly. Oh, my goodness. So what we are actually seeing are the bottom shelves. So Michael is crouched down, and we're looking, we're creeping, we're peeking. See how low we are to the ground? That's difficult for a tall person, y'all. I mean, I know what it's like to walk on my tiptoes too sometimes, but lordy. I wonder if y'all can hear the birds in the background. I am sitting by an open window, so I mean, this is the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? This is the reality of shopping at a Goodwill, at least on this time. I know everybody loves a Goodwill video, and I think they love the idea of finding something really cheap, and especially finding something really cheap that is valuable or super collectible, and I do too. I love that story. I love seeing that play out. But a lot of times, most times, that's just not the case. Now, this was, I can never say their name, but it is a little crystally bowl. I didn't, I was like, "Meh, you're not doing it for me. We're going to jump." Oh my gosh. Now, here I did find, yes, I did. I found my first piece of Viking glass with a sticker on it, and it just happened to be this. I was like, why? For 79 cents, it very much is is very much gonna stay there, is what it's gonna do. But I did find, I can say that I found a piece of Viking glass with a sticker on it. I just got to pray to the thrifting gods and be a little bit more specific in my prayers, apparently. It was very 80s, wasn't it? And you know what? Hey, if you love that vase, Goodwill, Williamsport, it's probably still sitting there on the shelf for you for 79 cents. So again, we're crouched, we're creeping, we're not really lurking because we're really right in the middle of the aisle, but now, yes, there's that picture we saw earlier, and I did see the Homeco L's, but again, we're looping back. I like to make sure that I go through at least twice, especially when the shelves are this crowded, to ensure that I'm not. I mean, it's visually overwhelming. There have been retail studies that a customer walking into a store, especially a store with a lot of visual stimuli, and you only are able to process about 33% of it. So you are quite literally not even, your brain isn't even computing over half of what you're seeing. So if you are out thrifting, if you're out antiquing, you really want to make sure that you give yourself the time. Again, I always go through, I would say, relative, like a medium shopping speed. We're going to jump here. And there's that juice glass to the pitcher. I only found one. Duh. I really was going to get this. If I had found like four or six, shoot, if I found five, I probably would have got them and the pitcher. Like, I would have been okay shipping them. I thought they were adorable. It just reminded me of like summers of my childhood. It's adorable. I can't help it. But go through on a medium speed and make sure that you give yourself enough time so that you can go back through and look again. You would be surprised at how much stuff you find on your second or third round. Now here I did find some teacups to that to that spread plate, that covered spread plate from earlier. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I do like these. I thought they were very elegant. They gave me a little bit of an Art Deco-y vibe. So I decided to run a comp on them, and there was a fair bit of value to them. So again, that's just one of those things that if you are maybe just on a really tight budget, or you've got a college student that's looking for some nicer things, you can find them at Goodwill. Ain't no shame in the game, right? Penny saves, penny earned. And if you're going to go in, why not? I kind of see that tomato can mug there. That was interesting. I kind of would have, we missed it. But, if you go out to the thrift store, why not get some really nice stuff? Okay, these teacups, these are beautiful. I love that sage green with that silver detail. They were in immaculate condition. You could just tell. So I am looking at them. They are something China. Wow, this video is super informative for you today, isn't it? And I was like, let me see if I can find some other teacups. I couldn't find any other teacups, but then I was like, maybe I can find a creamer or a sugar or saucers to go with them. And there they are. Notice there's that great plate. See how I missed them? Now I did find, look, there's quite literally two saucers. It looks like three bread plates. So I don't even know. There was not even enough to make two settings. So that was a shame. And they had some good resale value on them. This was cute, 99 cents. But again, I'm just like, not gonna. And then this pattern caught my eye. No, it was covered. I couldn't even read it in real life. It was cute. And yeah, I did walk back to the Christmas aisle. I'm all over the place. You're like, I'm never gonna go shopping with you. We just gotta check it out. We gotta see what's what. And yeah, unfortunately, you guys, it is what it is. Not every day can be a winner. And you know what? I wanted to share this non-winning day. I'm not gonna lie, I was very excited about the plastic creatures, the alien creatures, so it kind of was a win-win for me, I'm not gonna lie. Mother Goose will be available for sale soon. So I think I was less impressed with the under aisles than I was the top aisle, top aisles. Alrighty, guys. Well, that is it for the interior, and we will do the wrap up in the car. I'll see you soon.
Well, it was an experience. Hopefully, you got some entertainment out of it. And if you did, then that's all that matters to me. Um, I found those really cheap, like 1980s plastic monsters. I love those. I'm totally going to put them into my cheap, totally 80s childhood toy collection. Um, the Lego Mother Goose, I thought she was cute. I definitely will have her up on a sale. She's unique. I did run a comp. I didn't find any listings for her. So, yeah, she's kitschy. She's cute. And then I did find at the checkout counter, I always do look at the media. I didn't bother you guys, boring you with it. But I did find the movie Rush, the soundtrack. If you're not familiar, it had Jennifer Jason Leigh in it, and all of the songs were performed by Eric Clapton. So I did pick that up. I think it was 99 cents. Um, it was $8 and 58 58 cents. Yeah. So technically, I found three things: one thing for resale and two things I'll keep. But yeah, it is what it is. Not every day can be a gold mine, and that's all right. We had an experience, and I will being flagged down here. So I will talk to you guys later. And until next time, remember, keep it rusty, crusty, and dusty. Bye, guys.